So we're all slaves in this world. We're all made to do things that we don't necessarily want, living in a natural life, in unnatural environments, made of unnatural things, with unnatural chemicals, keeping me warm and insulating me. It's a pretty rough life. I always talk about adhering, adhering to nature, embracing the natural, because only in the natural can you achieve true happiness. However, there is nuance to this, boys. You shouldn't be fucking religious about it, for one. If it's a once a year and your loving mum makes you a cake for your birthday, yeah, maybe it won't be the best for your health, but slice a year, I don't think it's really going to fucking affect your life that much. Fucking yes, water dehydrates you. Boiled, filtered modern water is far from the most hydrating drink we could have. However, if you're fucking thirsty, probably makes sense to fucking drink the water if nothing else is available. It's just basic shit like this, where I see so many autists online. Oh, that's not natural. Oh, you did this wrong. It's like, Jesus Christ, you know what else is not natural, boys? Sitting around in a dark fucking room on your own, looking at everyone, obsessing over what they eat and every little thing they do. It's a bit gay as well, don't you think? You know. Or whatever, just a little thing I was thinking these days. It's about being aware but not autistic with it. That's really, life is for living. And sometimes you don't have a choice. You can make the best choice with the hands you dealt, but fucking... Bro, I've been trying to fucking film for like an hour. I can't get 5 fucking minutes of peace. And it pisses me off. But, naturally, you wouldn't really have any peace in nature anyway. So I'm just being autistic with it now. But we're going to say as well, even things, unnatural sources of pleasure, if you think of things like alcohol, obviously it's a poison. It destroys your liver. If you do that every day, you're going to be miserable, depressed and sad. But come on, say it's Christmas time, or Thanksgiving, or I don't know, you've not seen your friends in a year, and you're all getting around and having a few drinks. Are you going to join in and have a couple of drinks with the boys? You don't have to do it all the time. Or are you going to be that artist like, no, that's bad for me. I could never do that. That's terrible for my protein synthesis. It's like, I get it. There's nuance to it, is all I'm saying. You don't have to be fucking autistic. You don't have to never drink again. You don't have to never have another seed for the rest of your life. You can even eat some seed oils here and there. And if it's sporadic enough, I'd argue it's ultimately going to be either benign or the difference is going to be so minimal it's essentially benign anyway. So you got to think about this and pick the battles you want when you can and do the best you can with the cards you're dealt. Like obviously, we'd be better living possibly in a forest, always in the sun, only eating raw meat and blood. Most people won't even be able to get blood in their country whatsoever, so that's already at the table. You know, it's one of those things. You can enjoy parts of the Matrix and unnatural things as well. The main mistake is when you trick yourself into thinking that these can replace true natural sources of happiness. Like, if your day-to-day routine is banging the girl you love, fucking looking after your kids if you're having it, eating good food and enjoying the sun, it's a pretty sustainable life, and you can probably keep that up for probably indefinitely. If your sense of daily pleasure is drinking alcohol, video games, porn, all this shit, yeah, it's unnatural things. You're going against nature. There's going to be some repercussion down the line. It might be something minor. It might be just worse digestion, worse sleep. It might be major things like mad anxiety, depression, and yeah, if you want to be safe and really not risk it, then yeah, fair play. I'd argue to avoid basically everything and only eat raw meat and organs. And you probably won't have any issues, but life is for living, end of the day. Life is short, and we are all slaves. We're all trapped in this artificial world, whether we like it or not. Doesn't matter how much you acknowledge it's unnatural and complain about it like an autist. I mean, I do too, so no judgment. But you can't ultimately change everything, and let's be real, some things are pretty fun. A couple drinks with the lads can be a good time. Video games can be a good time. porn can be a good time. The mistake with all these things is making it your life, or forgetting that these are unnatural, fake, essentially, sources of pleasure. I mean, they're real, but they're not natural to our human nature, if that makes sense. Like, but yeah, just don't be autistic with it. Sometimes you may go on holiday and have only access to vegetarian food for a bit. What are you going to do, just starve? No, don't be stupid, just eat it. Then when you get back, go back to what you prefer. Simple as that. Fucking, for God's sake, even Goatis's girlfriend eats nuts and, you know, things that are bad for you occasionally. And she's with the most, you know, on the surface, strict with all this shit ever. To be honest, I don't even think Goatis is that strict. Obviously, we've all seen the picture of him at Burger King and stuff, most likely drunk. That's the thing. Like, if you get drunk once a blue moon, as long as you're not going absolutely crazy with it, try tell me that that's really going to affect your health. What, you're going to maybe live one day less? Fucking get over it, you pussies. The problem is when you do that all the fucking time and make that your life, or trick yourself into thinking this is true happiness, because it's not. You know, just don't be dumb. Like, I don't know, such a simple video kind of feels stupid. Fucking posting something as basic as this, but something I've learned is sometimes when things are really obvious to you, sometimes you should still say them anyway, because to many people, it really isn't that obvious, especially in this modern day neurotypical world we live in where everyone's a fucking autist or a literalist. Sometimes it's good just to have a bit of basic common sense in it. Whatever. A few more things as well. Man-made celebrations, like I was saying before. Christmas, Thanksgiving, birthdays, whatever. Yeah, it's all bullshit. If you truly, you know, set your heart on these things and rely on these things for happiness, you're a bit special, and you know, you should probably fix that. But at the same time, we are all people. We're all in this together. Yeah, it's made up. Yeah, it's bullshit. Whatever. You can still enjoy it, you know. I think people need to take more of the fun pill. And there seems to be a severe lack of fun and enjoyment and just, you know, living life these days. Like, you can acknowledge something's bullshit and still, you know, enjoy it. For instance, sports. It's just a load of shit, innit? It's a business at this point. Who gives a fuck? But when the Football World Cup's on, I'll still get into it. I know it's a load of bullshit. It's not going to give me true happiness or anything. But who gives a fuck? Life's short. Am I just going to sit there being a Debbie Downer? Fucking miserable at the world. This is fake. This is lame. This is not natural. Or will I just, you know, acknowledge it? You know, in my mind, yes, I know this is a load of BS. But hey, so is most of our life. All of it's artificial is the thing. So, you know, you can choose to either just be autistic and bitter about it all the time, or you can just basically laugh and acknowledge, yeah, this is kind of a load of bullshit, but hey, let's enjoy it anyway. Honestly, one of the guys who sort of more embraces that sort of philosophy from what I've seen is a dude like Solar Youth. He actually was subscribed to me before for like a week. I guess it upset him. But whatever, I still like you, bro. If you're watching, I doubt it. But yeah, if people followed guys like Solar Youth, who's out there living his life, enjoying nature, always got a smile on his face, always rosy little cheeks. He's just a happy guy. You see him, you know, it's just, his positivity is infectious at that point. He's aware of all this stupid shit in the world, but also he's not obsessed and autistic, just essentially making himself more miserable with it. He does what he can, when he can, but, you know, end of the day, life is for living. People want someone to look up to in that sense. Honestly, you guys would do a lot better looking at dudes like Solar Youth to people like Clavicula or Cookie King, you know, miserable people who all they see is the mirror. Like, even when they're making memes or trying to be funny or have a good time, you can tell in their minds all they're thinking is mog. Am I mogging? Is he mogging me? And it's just so insecure. Like, if me, an autist, can notice that, imagine what neurotypical girls think of it. They're just like, Jesus Christ. They can feel the insecurity, and it's just so lame. People are so, what's the word? Not abstract. Neurotic, I guess. Just stuck in their heads and can't let go, and just not take themselves too serious and just have a bit of a laugh. And, whatever. Just yapping, so...